Hello, all you Earth signs. Welcome to your weekly energy update. And this, of course, is for all my Taurians, my Virgos, and my Capricorns. We'll be zeroing in on the week of December 5th to December 12th. But if you're coming across this reading outside of that time, of course, trust your intuition, watch the video anyway, because I'm sure there's messages for you, right? All right, but if you are watching this between that period of time, you're coming off of this new moon energy in Sagittarius from December 4th, and we're already getting some energy coming in from the full moon in Gemini on December 18th. But what I really want to zero in on for this reading is the 12-12 portal that happens at the end of the week of this reading. So it's an important number because 12 is, of course, 1 plus 2. The 1 being like the magician card in the major arcana, and that's about connecting to your divine infinite self, bringing in that passion, that how you want to uniquely share that unconditional love from the world, bringing it in through your wand, like this wand, bringing it down into the physical earthly plane. So it's really about living your true dreams and having that passion and that initiation of that type of energy there. And then you have the 2, which is the high priestess. The high priestess is about stepping behind the veil, stepping into the unknown, going into her little, temple, connecting to the higher realms, connecting to the moon energy, connecting to that beauty of the other side. So you have that beautiful initiation energy coming into the magician, and you have the high priestess connection to the other side, and really connecting to that information and that knowledge of the other side. Add those two together equals the 3, which is the Empress. So beautiful, creative energy, new birth, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, making sure you're nurturing yourself. So beautiful energies coming in just with empowerment and higher knowledge and higher connection, equaling this beautiful free feeling like when you get onto nature and breathe deep. So that's what we're going to be I keep on saying zeroing in on for some reason, but we are going to zero in on that for you guys. For all you Earth signs, for the 12-12 portal for this week, specifically what the Creator wants you to know about that energy coming in. We're going to first pull a card here from the numerology guidance cards and just see what the general message around the 12-12 portal is for you. All right, so for our Earth signs, what do you want them to know about this? Like this one here. Actually, you get like 3. My goodness. All right. So you've got a new beginning, the number 1, like we talked about. So we've definitely new beginnings coming in. Adventure, card number 55. And that is beautiful, powerful changes, because 5 and 5 is 10. So endings and new beginnings. And completion. So yeah, definitely you have this completion of old dreams, and I kind of feel like the dreams weren't yours. Like you have obtained things that you were told were supposed to be your dream. And again, this is a general reading for some of you. It's like you have obtained it and you're like, it didn't really fulfill me. I still am wanting. Some of you are in the process of it and you're like, I just don't have the energy. Like you wake up in the morning and you're not excited about your, adventure in your life. You're like, oh God, I woke up again. Oh, I wish I could just go back to sleep. So if you were living had the passion of your dreams, like the number 1, this fiery energy of the magician, you'd wake up and go, oh, all right, I can't wait to get started. I know I have to do these things, but then I'm going to go and take steps towards my dream. If you don't have that, that's not your dream. So I love this. And then out of all of these 3, they really want me to read this completion one. And this card indicates unnecessary endings and completion and preparation for new beginnings. I love it. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to let go of the old to make way for the new. And this may relate to a particular mindset, a behavior, a friendship, a job, a residence, or relationship you've outgrown. Or it could indicate the completion of a lesson, a period of study, or a contractual obligation. Either way, this card serves as confirmation that you must move forward with confidence and courage toward bigger and better things. Have no fear of the unknown, for you are being divinely accompanied and guided. And this card serves as confirmation that you are definitely on the right path. So surrender yourself to the changes that are occurring, and you'll be led to where you need to be. Spend quiet time alone to connect with your inner guidance, like the High Priestess, for in that silence, you'll be given the next logical step to take. So let go of what no longer serves you, spread your wings, and trust in the divine to show you the way. Perfect. So that's basically everything I talked about, right? With the 12, the 1 and the 2, the magician, the high priestess, and the adventure of moving into that beautiful creativity of the empress. So I'm loving this for you. We, of course, are going to dig a little deeper here through these tarot of dreams and just see what else the creator wants you to know about this 12-12 portal for this week. This new beginnings, this adventure, this completion. Yeah. And this isn't going to be sad, endings. You're like, thank God. It's like being in a toxic relationship, or and that can be a toxic relationship with your work. So it can be people and circumstances or things. And you're just like, okay, even like if it's a home or a car or something, and it's like, you don't want to give it up because you fear what it means, and so you stay in this toxic situation, but then it gets removed for you, like someone leaves you, breaks up with you, or someone like you get fired from a job, or you get something possessed like a home or a car, and after it you're like, oh, thank goodness, actually, now that I've got past my fear of what it will all mean, you're just like, yeah, I know it needed to end. I know that was a bad, not a bad situation, but not the healthiest situation for me. So now on the other end, I'm ready for this new beginning and this new adventure, right? All right. Okay, there we go. What else? Okay, what else? All right. So those are your 4 cards here. And we'll do them in order how they came out here. So you've got the Knight of Wands. Wands is your fire energy. It's your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration, your spark, and your spiritual energy. And so this is this fiery new beginning. And you're like, yes, you're ready for action and you're ready for movement. So this really reinforces that, moving away from a relationship or a job or a possession or something like that, right? So this is the movement away. You have this new spark, this new fire within you. And sometimes, a general reading again, but like if you have this, it's like this tower, and I wonder if one of these is going to be the tower, but there's like this tower, the tower card in the major arcana is when things get removed out of your life for you. But there's this, usually on the tower, there's something getting blasted out of the tower by a lightning bolt, and there's someone leaping out of the tower. And the leaping out of the tower is when you can get quiet, like it talked about, quiet and listen to the divine. And so you're not in all the noise and chaos of the outside world. You're purposely taking time to raise your vibration to the frequency of spirit, which is unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace. And when you're in that, you can hear the countdown of something being removed. You hear the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but you can choose to step out of it yourself beforehand too. So they wanted to make sure you're aware that you don't just have to wait for the tower to happen. That some of you, you're like, when the fear of leaving a situation gets outweighed by the ugly feeling of being in the situation, that's when we take action. And if we don't take action, then that's when things get removed for us. So just know that there. Love it, inner strength. And I think that talked about inner strength there too. And this is cool because this represents our human side of ourself, and this represents our higher spiritual self. This is the actor, the avatar that represents us, this thing here that's existing on the planet. But this is the powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who we really are. And what that does, this card is letting you know that as this tiger, usually it's a lion, but as this animal side of us that is ruled by fight or flight, it's told to look outside of ourselves. It comes down hungry and thirsty, and it says your food and your water or your liquid are out there, right? So we go, okay, that's where we're supposed to get it. And so we go out there into relationships, into situations like job and education, or looking towards our body or possessions or our bank account to make us feel whole, to fill up our bellies, to quench our thirst. And like American Chinese food anyway, when you eat of that, if it fulfilled you at all, an hour later you're hungry again. Or if you drink of something, you're even more thirsty than you were before. So this part of us becomes so desperate and so hangry, hungry, angry, that it's roaring in the jungle. And our higher self is aware of our lower self, our human self. Our human self for time is veiled, from that. But like we're talking about, the high priestess allows us to connect to our higher self. But our higher self recognizes this roaring that's going on, comes down to us, and it doesn't kill us and put us out of our misery, it doesn't stab us, or it doesn't put us in a cage to protect everyone else from us. It doesn't try to suppress us with a whip and a chair like they do in the circus and all that. Because what our little self is hungry for is the unconditional love of the other side. And it's not finding unconditional love out there. So with this connection to the higher self, it brings us, it hugs our little tiger, and it gives it that unconditional love that it's looking for, because it is made of unconditional love. So this hungry, thirsty little roaring lion or tiger transforms into this purring little cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling soulful, feeling thirst quenched, feeling loved and whole and complete, maybe for the first time in our lives ever, right? And then there's this beautiful relationship that happens as we're going along with this, because now the little tiger or lion knows where it can get its food, where it can get its fulfillment, where it gets its wholeness. And yeah, it might see like a little rabbit and run off after it and then find itself alone in the jungle and go, oh, wait a minute, I'm hungry. Where am I? And then it remembers the connection that it can have, and it can come back to this beautiful place. So a wonderful message here about this new beginning. Yeah, and here you have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords represents the heartbreak, the fear, our expectations. Swords are our thoughts, mentalities, mindsets, attitudes, expectations. These are all the things that the lion or the tiger is told to, that'll make it feel whole and complete. And so it goes outside of itself and it feels disappointed is a big word, right? Because all those things do disappoint. They don't make us feel whole. We just continue to eat and drink, and we're like, why am I not feeling satisfied? So this is a beautiful mirror of that. And then lastly, you have, look at here, the high priestess. So there we go. There she appears. So a very big emphasis on connecting to the other side, connecting to the higher worlds. And you got the moon energy going on here too, which, like I mentioned, we're coming off of a new moon in Sagittarius. That full moon in Gemini is coming up. So really pay close attention to the moon cycles and the moon energy that's impacting you. And I'll talk more about how you can make sure to access those readings that I did for each zodiac sign for those new and full moons. And lastly, we're going to pull a card here from this beautiful I Am Everything deck. And let's see what your final message for our earth signs for this 12/12 portal is from the Creator. All right, there we go. Beautiful card 21, which reversed is a 12, which breaks down to a 3, right? And it says, I am happy. I take control of my happiness. When my happiness depends on others' actions, right? This 3 of Swords, those expectations. When my happiness depends on others' actions, I'm at the mercy of things I cannot control. Instead, I choose to cultivate consistent happiness by focusing on the things I love about myself. I am happy. There we go. If you needed confirmation, boom, booyah. All right. Well, I love this message for you for this 12/12 portal. And as I mentioned, in addition to this reading, I also do like monthly readings by each zodiac sign, new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of other readings. So I will post on the corners here the new moon in Sagittarius link. The full moon in Gemini will be coming out on December 11th. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those readings as they come out, if you haven't done so already, if you click the subscribe button down below, that's going to make this notification bell pop up. And if you click on that, then you can set your notifications to be notified anyway immediately when the videos become available. So you won't have to worry about tracking them down. You'll just get notified and access them right away. So it's pretty easy. All right. Well, just know as you're going throughout this week and each and every second of every day, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing week, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But until then, you take care.